Hey, podcaster, want to know a secret? Ben, Liam and Belle are planning a super special Christmas-themed off-air podcast, and we want you to get involved. Got a cracking Christmas story or just want to shout out to your loved ones? Send a voice recording or message to blb@novaentertainment.com.au for a chance to be featured in our Christmas special podcast.
Merry Christmas from Ben, Liam and Belle.
G'day there, podcaster. Hope you enjoy this ep. We do the segment Have You Touched? It's one of our personal favourites at the moment. Also, Liam does a skit that he could only do when Belle isn't at work. Plus, the one-bar star man gets a bit of a challenge.
Previously on Ben, Liam and Belle.
I was out to breakfast with a friend this morning. The bird pooped in his coffee.
And now, live across Australia, this is Ben, Liam and Belle.
And I bet it still tastes better than the machine ones we have here at Nova.
On Nova.
Good evening, Australia. Belle is off sick tonight, but that is not going to stop us from our regular programming. I am so excited to do this one tonight.
Have you ever touched this? Have you touched
Elon Musk? 13-24-10. If you've touched Elon Musk, give us a call. I know that sounds ridiculous. We've done Have You Touched the Queen? We've done Have You Touched the President? We've had calls for them, so why not this?
Yeah, and Elon has spent a fair bit of time in Australia. We've had people on the show before that have seen Elon. A few weeks ago, Tegan called us up with an incredible story.
I was driving to work. I saw this brand new Tesla. It was Elon Musk next to me. And
Actual?
I took a few photos, but somehow the photos were deleted off my phone by the time I got to work.
Now, that was Tegan seeing Elon Musk, but we want to know, have you touched Elon Musk?
Maybe just a handshake or something as he's walked past. I mean, it sounds pretty far-fetched even now I'm saying it.
Let's find out. We've done crazier ones in the past. I'm very excited to find out on 13-24-10 if anyone has touched Elon Musk.
Maybe it was like pre-Tesla. Like maybe you touched Elon when he was just the guy.
When he was like the little PayPal guy.
Yeah, with mouth pattern baldness. Yeah, that guy.
All right, 13-24-10. Have you touched Elon Musk?
Dino in Melbourne, you've met Elon.
I haven't met him, but I've seen him when I was in LA for a SpaceX competition.
Ah, so was he there, like, talking to the room or something like that?
Yeah, he was. Well, they were hosting it, so he was there, gave a bit of a speech, walked past our stall, so it was about 2 meters away.
Yeah.
I got close.
But you never actually touched him.
Oh, well, that's a broad statement. Touch.
You were in his
2
atmosphere,
meters,
but...
Unless you have like a Yao Ming type wingspan. I mean, I doubt you got to touch him. I mean, that's very cool though, Dino. I mean, how did you win that competition?
We just submitted our application to enter it at RMIT University, and we got selected as the only team in the Southern Hemisphere.
That's crazy. That's so. I mean, look, it's a great story, but unfortunately, you didn't touch Elon, so I don't think we can accept that as a win. Thornton in Sydney, you've touched Elon.
I haven't touched him, but my dad did.
How old are you, Thornton? How old are you, firstly?
I'm 12.
You're 12, right. And when did your dad touch Elon?
My dad was in the US a few months ago. He's a hairstylist, and he got to cut his hair.
Whoa! That's quite intimately touching. He probably would have washed his hair, given his scalp a bit of a massage.
And was your dad an Elon fan? Was he a little bit starstruck?
Yeah, my dad was like so happy. He called me straight after and said, "Oh my God, I touched Elon Musk and I cut his hair."
Thornton, I mean, he must be very good at his job if a guy who can spend anywhere between 303.6 and 303.7 billion US on a haircut, because he can afford that. Has he done anyone else we would know, your dad?
I don't think he's done anyone else famous other than that.
Do you know how he was in a situation where he got the opportunity to cut Elon Musk's hair?
I've got no clue. He said that he just walked in randomly and said I needed a haircut.
Isn't that funny? Because you do hear, like, when they're like billionaires, squillionaires, you know how they're always dressed so crappily and they don't actually care about their appearance too much. They're probably just like, whatever.
Yeah. Did you get Dad to bring you home some of Elon's hair?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
You should have done that because you could probably like biohack Tesla and like, start a rocket or something. That would be quite valuable.
Hey, if your dad cuts anybody else's famous hair, you let us know, okay?
Okay.
All right. See you, mate.
The Ben, Liam and Bell podcast.
Well, Ben, certainly a bad day to be Olympic triathlete Taylor Knibb, who was caught on live camera pooing herself. So what you're about to hear here is the television presenter talking. They cross down to the track, and Taylor is caught on the live mic.
She went all in. Myself? So can you not get my ass? Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry, it's a little bit hard to hear. Did she say, I've just myself?
Yep.
Please don't feel my ass.
She did say that, yep. And she neglected to realise that that was a live TV cross. I do like how, even though the cameraman who's filming goes, yep, he would also know that it's live. And now the world knows what happened there. Apparently, though, with triathletes, it's a lot more common than you would think. Athletes push themselves to a certain point where it's almost becomes inevitable that they are going to poo themselves. It got me thinking, Ben, what would it be like if it was normal at other jobs? To shit yourself.
Well, let's find out.
So as we can see year on year, our sales figures have shown a significant improvement, and that's all due to your relentless dedication, innovation and hard work. Now look, I have just shit myself, but in the interest of time, we'll press on, guys. In the fourth quarter, let's stay focused on delivering value to our customers. Monsieur, mademoiselle, tonight's specials are tartare de saumon. It is our French hand-cut salmon tartare with capers, shallots and lemon. Excusez-moi, I have heard you say made a shit in myself, but you should know the chef has also prepared escargot de Beron.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We've begun our descent into Melbourne Tullamarine, local time 6:15. The weather conditions are looking good at this stage, with clear skies and light winds. I have just shit myself, but no cause for concern. We should be on the ground in about 20 minutes, so thank you for flying with us on Jetstar.
I don't know if we would have got away with that one if Belle wasn't sick this evening.
It's a good thing she's not here.
Yeah, and I should inform you that I have actually shit myself from talking about it so much. But let's just press on, I think, with the rest of the show. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, let's press on.
DCP Jack, can you not film my ass in any of the Instagram bit? Thank you.
You're listening to Len, BM and Lel.
We want to know on 13 24 10, have you been wrongly accused? If you have, 13 24 10. This is because on last night's show, we were talking about fraud. We said, have you committed a little bit of fraud? We're getting all these great callers. Then the producers came in and they said, hey guys, someone called Dan has called up. Now, it's less fraud, more crime.
And we're like, oh, okay, well, like, let's still take that call. So we took it in the song. So have a listen to this. Dan and Brizzy, a crime he accidentally committed.
I moved in with a friend in an apartment, and I was going through the car park and I noticed some people getting some stuff out of their house, and I kindly offered to help them and into their van with all this stuff out of the apartment. And then a couple of days later, I was walking down the street, catch the bus, and the cops pulled me over and they're like, you match the description of someone that's been reported to be stealing things from, obviously, breaking and enter. And I'm like, so I spent probably about an hour and a half down at the station with him. Had to get my friend who I was living with at the time to come and vouch for me.
You helped people rob someone's apartment.
I did.
It's impressive, Dan, that you were able to think of that story on the spot when the cops pulled you over.
And now back it up on national radio.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Little do they know.
Yeah.
Little do they know.
Dan will be clipping the podcast, sending it off to the Queensland Police. So crazy. And I mean, especially the people robbing that house must have got in the car and been like, that guy was such an idiot. He helped us load the fridge, the TV, the whole lot.
Have you been wrongly accused? 13, 24, 10. Might be a major crime, might be something a bit smaller. I remember I was wrongly accused when I was probably 10, maybe 11. My sister, she's quite a lot older than me, so I was staying at her house. I would have been 10, she would have been in her 20s. And her neighbour accused me of throwing lemons at her house, but I didn't throw any lemons at her house.
And you have been sticking to that for 20 years. And I think it's time to give up.
No, I think
just let it out, man.
It was unjust, and I didn't throw any lemons at that lady's house.
So who do you think threw the lemon?
I think maybe it was my friend that was with me at the time.
Did you see it?
I didn't see
Were
any
you
lemons.
involved?
I didn't see any lemons get thrown, man.
Maybe your sister hated the neighbour and she thought whilst her younger brother was staying, she could
maybe.
throw some stuff over and be like, I'm so sorry. He's such a little shit.
13 24 10 is our number. We want to know tonight, have you been wrongly accused?
Jamie in Adelaide, what were you accused of?
Oh, I used to work for a little community radio station doing the drive show, and one day they used to have a box of CDs, and used to have a lock on it, but when I rocked up for the show, someone had broken the lock. Anyway, I didn't think much more of it, and then put the CDs away, and someone on the grave shift stole the CDs, and I got accused for taking them.
Oh, no. A bit of drama. What community radio station was it?
Sin FM.
So, yeah, righto. There you go. Well, Belle actually used to work there, so she probably stole the CDs, to be fair, because we all started in community radio at some point, and that does seem like something she would do. She loves free stuff.
Absolutely. Alana in Sydney, you were wrongly accused.
Yeah, so I received a debt collector's letter saying that I was responsible for hiring a forklift and then ultimately Indonesia.
A forklift in Indonesia?
Yeah, so it got sent to Indonesia, but apparently I was just...
Oh, Alana, your phone line's cutting out, but yeah, I don't think that you would have... did they say you stole it, or did they say you owed money on it?
No, they accused me of hiring it, but it was identity fraud. So,
I see. Unless your phone line's dodgy because you're actually in Thailand at the moment, moving some earth.
Fiona in Sydney, you were wrongly accused.
Guys, this ruined my day, honestly. I was at 7-Eleven buying a coffee. I was in my work uniform, and I'm at the front of the line. There's maybe 6-7 people behind me. The guy working for 7-Eleven, he's like reviewing CCTV footage, and he has a car at the Bowser, exact same like make and model and colour as mine. I drive one of those cool, the yellow cars with the black, they look like a bumblebee, they're pretty cool. Anyway, and he goes to me, he's like, oh, you forgot to pay for your petrol yesterday, and he puts the receipt on the counter for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't fill up petrol here. And then I was like, are you sure it's the same rego? Like, that's impossible because I don't fill up petrol.
Yeah.
And I said, also, if I did a petrol runner, I wouldn't be coming back the next day to come in-store with the same car to pay for my cup of coffee.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm not coming in for a king-size Mars bar after just stealing $100 of fuel.
So then, Fiona, did he apologise?
Yeah, he was like, oh, okay, yeah, sorry, must be the wrong, and I said, oh, can you check the rego plate? Like, that's, you can't really make that accusation unless you have concrete proof. Like, there's a million of the same cars, same yellow car with the black top. Could be anyone.
Yeah. Well, look,
my day was ruined.
Because you're getting involved with the show, to go with that beautiful yellow car you have, I'm going to give you a NutriBullet.
Awesome. Yellow NutriBullet? No, that's fine.
I don't know what colour it is, but
colour could be anything.
It's a NutriBullet Flip, so it's the #1 personal blender brand in the world. I'm hearing now it's black.
It's a black NutriBullet, guys. Okay, thanks for clearing that up.
If you put on our podcast as you go to sleep, this one's for you. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
One bar star man on your radio. I'm really, really fast. Just listen to me go.
Yes, that's right. Liam is the one-bar star man. He can tell you the name of a song and the artist just by hearing the very first bar of that song.
I almost got humbled last week as well. Went toe-to-toe. We had to go to a tiebreaker. So I'm going to be coming back and fighting hard this week. Charmaine and Brizzy, you reckon you got what it takes to take me down?
I sure do.
All
Bring
right.
it on.
Bring it on. I like that attitude. Now, just quickly, I'll go through the rules. You're going to have 30 seconds to try and guess as many songs with the artist as you can. If you don't know them, you can pass, okay?
Yep.
All right. And I always give it a theme. Today, very important day. Charmaine, do you know what today is?
Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, but it's also something else. Liam, do you know what today is? That's right.
No.
International Men's Day. So
yes.
yeah. So the theme is artists who have had a dad or currently have a dad.
All righty.
All right.
Fair enough.
All right, Liam, you leave so you can't hear the songs that Charmaine is listening to, and then you'll get your shot next, okay?
I'll just respond to all my Happy Men's Day.
All right, Liam has now left the studio, so he can't hear these. I've got 30 seconds on the clock. Remember, if you don't know it, you can pass it, okay?
Yep.
All right,
Gotcha.
let's go at 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Eminem.
Yes, name of the song?
Lose me if you don't know
yourself?
me.
Lose yourself?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it
to
you. Next one.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Thriller.
Yeah. Next one.
Oh, Pink.
No, it's not Pink. I'm sorry. And that is Time. That is Time, Charmaine. You got 2. That's better than a lot of people, to be honest.
Oh, that's good. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, pretty good. Liam, come on in. Pop your headphones back on. She got 2.
All right. Yep. Yeah. Achievable. But hey, that's decent still.
Better than a lot of people.
Yeah, and I'm going to win.
All right. She's still got that fiery attitude.
Fighting words.
All right, Charmaine, you hang there. I've got 30 seconds on the clock. Liam, whenever you're ready, let's do it.
That is Eminem. Lose Yourself. Thriller, Michael Jackson. Katy Perry, Hot and Cold.
Oh, I Kissed a Girl. Next song.
When you try your best, but you don't.
That is Coldplay, Fix You.
He's done it.
Here comes the uplifting bit, Charmaine.
Unfortunately, that means Liam gets the win, but thank you so much for playing, Charmaine.
No worries. Thank you for giving me the privilege to play.
Oh, Charmaine, I was going to make a joke about tears streaming down your face from losing, but I like you now. That was quite sportsmanlike.
If you ever want to play One Bar Star Man, you can call 13 24 10. If you can beat Liam at this game, we'll actually give you a solid bar of gold. It's happened before.
It can happen. I cooked that Katy Perry one.
It's the Liam, Ben and Bell podcast. Liam owes me $50 for saying that.
13 24 10. Where's the unconventional place you got picked up? Or maybe met someone. Back in the day, you were a certified freak if you met someone online.
Yep.
These days, that's the norm. But there's this story going around about a woman in Sydney who met a handsome guy, Chemist Warehouse, helped her find some stuff in the aisles, didn't get his number or anything, and then she posted on Facebook saying, like, I'm looking for this man. And they're happily ever after.
Oh, they got together?
They got together, and they met at Chemist Warehouse. And yeah, Chemist Warehouse, it's not lost on me, they are a sponsor of Nova, but I'm not. This is not a puff piece for Chemist Warehouse. But they do have great products.
Oh, absolutely.
And you find a lot of attractive people shopping there.
I also wonder, people often will twist their, like, how they met story just so it sounds a bit nicer. She says looking for iron supplements. I wonder if she was looking for, like, constipation medication.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't gone in months. Embarrassing way for him to, at least you're like off to the right start, I suppose. Tiff, in the Gold Coast, you met your partner somewhere unconventional.
Yeah, he used to be my security escort at the university. So they had a service where the security people would drive you to your car at night if you didn't want to walk or you're a bit scared.
Yeah.
So he drives me to my car every night, and then he stopped his job there, and we saw each other on Bumble like 6 months later, and we've been together for 2 years. And when people ask how we met, I say he was my escort, so they get really confused.
Yeah, don't say that because that sounds like something else.
Good on you, Tiffany. That is a great one. That is exactly what we're looking for. 13, 24, 10. The more unconventional, the better. Where did you meet your partner?
Emma in Sydney.
Hi. So I met my partner at a hairdresser about 2 years ago. So he was the one cutting and dyeing my hair. And then, at the end of the session, he had, given me his Instagram and name and number on, a Post-it note, and we've been dating ever since.
Yeah, right. So do you get free haircuts now?
Oh, yes, heavily discounted, which is so great.
And that, I'm sure you head over heels, but that must play into the equation. Like if you were ever less into it and you're he's a little bit annoying, but the haircuts, the money I'm saving is crazy.
Emma, we appreciate you calling. I reckon we can do more unconventional than that though. 13, 24, 10. What's the unconventional place you met your partner?
Jesse, what about you?
So I met my partner at my ex-husband's house when I was going to meet his new girlfriend, and it just happened to be that his new girlfriend had a secret boyfriend, which is now my partner of 1 year.
Well, Jesse, I mean, you lost me about 10 seconds ago. That was so complicated.
It's unconventional. I think we can agree with. There's no need to go through it again, but yeah, wow. Lisa, what about you? How did you meet your partner?
Well, I actually was playing online pool at a youth centre, and I was messaging this guy. It turns out it was my brother's best friend from when he was younger.
Right.
And it turned out that we were literally 3 computers down from each other.
Hang on, so you were playing online pool at a rec centre, then it turns out that your brother's mate, who you then had a thing for, was 3 computers down from you.
Actually, I didn't even know he was my brother's mate to start with until we met each other, and then my brother's like, "Oh, this is my partner from best friend."
Are you still together?
Yes, we actually still together for 13 years, and we have 7 children and 1 more on the way.
Oh,
Lise,
do you ever play a bit of online pool together still?
No, actually, we don't.
You got to make time for that, Lisa.
Reconnect. When the kids are to bed, fire up the computers, and get in that other side of the house and just, boom, bit of online pool.
I guess 7 kids, it is hard to escape that.
It is true, yeah.
Emma, in Melbourne, this was your parents. Where did they meet?
My parents met in the dissecting room whilst dissecting a human corpse as part of their medical course.
Ew.
So they were operating or doing I guess something to a cadaver, and then their hands touched or something like that?
Correct, I believe so. They met eyes over the cadaver, and that was meant to be. They've been married 58 years.
Oh, that's sweet. Their fingers just interlocked in someone's large intestine.